Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the one-hand mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we have here, I'm excited to say, this is a Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1. It has a 50-inch fabricated mower deck with the Kawasaki twin 23 horsepower engine. And I have to say, for $3,700, around about that, this is a great machine. I highly recommend it. This one here even has the non-inflatable tire, which is a hard compound tire. Now it has orange rims, so I'm assuming that maybe this didn't come with it. This is a one-owner machine, and they couldn't tell me whether it came with them or not. But if you can get them with the hard compound tires, which you never have to inflate, they never go flat, it's a great thing. And if you need to, get them. I'm going to go over the machine today on how to start and operate it, and just a couple of tips and pointers. One, like I said, the 50-inch mower deck that's fabricated. Can't say enough about the fabricated mower decks. And for the price point with the Kawasaki motor, this is a great zero turn. For homeowners, absolutely, if you got a lot of acreage. So first thing I'm going to do is show you, this is the foot pedal for the raise and lower of the mower deck. We're going to go ahead and get on it, and I'll show you how this works. All right, so when you raise and lower the mower deck, you do have to push the pedal in to adjust your mower deck. When you let go of the pedal with your foot, it'll lock itself in a position right here. So when you need to move this, if your foot is off the lever, you cannot, it won't move. So you have to push the pedal down a little bit, and then this will turn, and then you can just go ahead and take it down. We'll take it down to, I guess, 3.5, right, 3.25 right there, and it drops the mower deck down to 3.25. But if you need the mower deck all the way up in a hurry, you do have to push this all the way up, and then turn the knob all the way to like 4.5, the highest position. There is not a locking position where it just pushes it down and it locks it up automatically, so you do have to turn this. So that's pretty much it for the height adjustment on the mower deck. And since we're sitting in the seat here, these are your handlebars. They do a couple different things. When they're all the way out in this position, this puts the emergency brake on, so the machine will not go anywhere. You can also get up off the machine when the machine is running, as long as the PTO switch is off, which is your power takeoff to your mower deck. As long as that's off, you can have the handles out into the brake position, and I'll show that to you down when we go ahead and take this outside. That's a nice feature if you want to get off the machine but you don't want to turn it off. Then you're going to bring them in after you start it up, and then basically forward is both handles this way, backward is this way, and then you have left and then right, and that's pretty much it for the handlebars, except you can, okay, so you can adjust the handlebars right here. There's a knob that you're going to loosen up, and then you can move these bars forward and backward so you can get comfortable on where they sit. So if you don't like this bar sitting right here, you can just take the knobs, loosen the knobs up, you can move these bars, you know, forward or backward, which is a nice feature. Okay, coming around this side, we have, this is the console. You have an hour meter. You have the PTO switch here, which actually powers up your mower deck. It turns your mower deck on and off. And then you have your key switch here, which is stop, on, and crank. You have your throttle position here, which is all the way back down is slow, and all the way up is fast. And then when you want to start it up, you have the choke here. You're just going to pull the choke up for a second, you know, crank it for a second or two. If it starts, push the choke back down. Even if it doesn't start, push the choke back down just to make sure that it's not flooded. In real hot conditions, you may or may not need much choke at all. We also have a nice tool right here that does many different things. So this tool locks in, and one, it'll actually take off the bolt that takes off this cover here that goes underneath to your mower deck. So if you need to clean out underneath your mower deck on top where the belt is, which I highly recommend doing, you can loosen it up with this. This pulls right up and off, and then you can clean everything out, put it back down. Even if you need to get in there to look at your belt, it's a great tool. This is the one thing it does. Then also, when you're, I noticed this when I had the mower deck off, is that when you take your mower deck off, this actually goes right down in here. So there's a slot here, and there's a slot in the frame. And this tool, when you have the mower deck all the way in a furthest down position, and you're going to have to hold it there, you can put this tool right through the slot, both slots, and it'll lock all the, it has spring tension on the mower deck. So when you're trying to take the mower deck off, you want to release that tension. This is how you do it. So you put the mower deck all the way down, you put the key into both slots, and then it'll release the tension so you can get your mower deck off. So that's also nice. And then while we're down here, right here is your height deck adjustment, and I also have a video on how to adjust your mower deck height, and this will actually turn this left and right, and this will raise your mower deck on this side up and down. So that's also another key feature of the tool, which is great. So don't lose it, or you just have to figure out what size that is. And it just sits right here, and I think they all come with it. So you're gonna push it down onto there. And I had it out because it was really hard. Once you snap it in, it's really hard to get it out so you don't lose it, which is nice. So we have a cup holder here. The seat is nice. I do like the Cub Cadet seats. This is like a vinyl fabric on here. They don't crack. I know a lot of the older John Deere series tractors, their seats would crack. These do not, which is nice. You're gonna have to be careful when you tip the seat over because it will hit over here. Just make sure you don't flop it over. Underneath the seat, we have your battery, which is easy access. This is a full-size battery, which is awesome. A lot of the zero turns went to a smaller battery. I highly recommend if you do need to replace your battery, try to get yourself a 300 cold cranking amp battery or higher, because this is a twin cylinder engine and you should go with at least that. Gas tank is here, and it's nice that you can see through it so you can see how much gas is in there. Gas cap is right here. We have the twin cylinder Kawasaki FR691V. This is a 23 horsepower V-twin engine. This is a proven motor. This is an awesome engine. I like it a lot. We're gonna go ahead and check the oil. Oil dipstick right here. On the Kawasaki engines, you do not screw the dipstick in to check it. You're just gonna go ahead and put it right on top like so. Take it out. This one here was just changed, and you can see it's right on the top mark, which is perfect. Pretty sure the oil that these take are 10W40. When you're changing your oil, what's nice about this is that they have the oil filter here, and they also have the oil drain tube on the same side of the engine, which makes it nice. And because the Kawasaki does a nice job with everything, so the drain tube goes underneath the frame and it drains right here. This is a great idea. This actually just makes it so easy to drain your oil. You have no excuse not to do your own oil changes. It's a great thing. They do have somebody either put the hitch on the back or this came from Cub Cadet. I'm not sure. You might have to look into that. If you go to look at one at the Cub Cadet dealership, it may or may not have one of these. It's nice. Don't pull too heavy with them now. The one thing about the Kawasaki engines, they have the air filter, which is quick access here. I want to show you, if you don't have your pre-filter, take a look to see if you have a pre-filter. This one did not have one when it came in, and I'm not sure if it's a Kawasaki thing or if that is a homeowner that just took off the pre-filter because it got dirty and then they just were going with the paper. Always have a pre-filter on it. Make sure the pre-filter is lightly oiled. You'll be good to go, and keep the air filter a long time. And it'll also keep the engine very clean. Okay, so while we're back here, I want to show you that if you need to push your machine, the hydrostatic transmissions, there's two of them, one on this side and one on this side. You're not supposed to push the machine when it's engaged. And when you disengage it, that's when you're supposed to push it. I would highly recommend you definitely want to do this when it's disengaged, because you can hurt the transmissions. There's a little sticker on this side here that shows somebody driving it and somebody pushing it. Now I call these a J-hook, but right here, this one's next to the oil drain. There's a little lever, and I call this a J-hook. So you're gonna put it, lift it into the J-hook. That's disengaged now. We're gonna go around to the other side. This one also has a little picture, and the J-hook's right here. You're gonna go ahead and push that into the hook position. Now, it won't push because we have the emergency brakes on. And when your handlebars are all the way out, that means your emergency brakes are on. You're gonna pull both handles in. Now this should push pretty easy. Just like that. All right, they're disengaged. You just have to remember to engage them. So we're just gonna go ahead and flip it. They'll go in, but just push them in to make sure. Push it in. And before you can get on it or even start it, you remember you cannot start your machine unless your handlebars are all the way out. If I didn't mention that. You have your fuel filter on this side right here. Easy access to change it. Here's your gas cap, like I said before, and basically just unleaded fuel, and it should click like that, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and show you how to start it up. The lights are here, and when you turn the key on, they should light up, which they do, and when you turn the key off, they turn off. You come around to the dashboard here. I'm going to show you how to start it, and then we're going to go out and I'm going to show you how to move forward and backward and turn the mower deck on. But to start it up, you have your choke here, throttle here, PTO. I'm not going to engage that until we're outside, and your ignition switch. I usually start them about half throttle. Choke up. As soon as it starts, and even if it doesn't start, depending on the machine, they have their own personalities. Some of them start real easy with the choke on. Some of them don't need much choke. You just have to get a feel for your machine. There is an hour meter here. I can't remember exactly how many hours on it, but as soon as you turn the key to on, your hour meter will show up, and it's going to show you the voltage for the battery, which is 12.7, and now it says here it has 142.8 hours. So we're in the on position. We're ready to give it a crank. As soon as it starts up, I'm going to push the choke in. Now it started and then it stopped. Now it just tells me it didn't need much choke. And at this point, we can bring the handles in and you can go. All right, forward and backward. And I'm not gonna do it inside, but I'm gonna put the handles out and I'll show you that you can get off the machine as long as the mower deck is not engaged and the handles are out. Let's go ahead outside and I'm going to show you how to engage the mower deck and lower the mower deck down, put the PTO on, and I'll show you forward and reverse. Okay, so we're outside. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to start it up one more time. Before you get into your yard, you just want to make sure that your mower deck is where you want it as far as just start your height. I would start pretty high and then work your way down. So I'm going to go ahead and start it like, you have to push the foot pedal in and take it down like 4 inches. We'll start there. So as far as starting it, you're going to go ahead and pull the choke up. Now I just ran it, so it most likely won't need choke because it's warm. So if you guys are running your machine around, you turn it off for a second, you want to get back on it and start it after it's already warm, you may want to just not pull the choke up when it's warm already. So we're going to leave the choke up, even though I probably don't need it. That means I'm just going to have to push it down. It started and stopped. Push the choke down. Okay, so now it's running. Start the mower deck. I like to start it about half throttle. I don't like to start the mower deck at full speed. It's just a lot of torque, but you do want to run them at full speed when you're running the mower deck because that's the way you get the most horsepower out of your engine, and you also get the most power and it cuts better. And so full speed, and you just regulate your handles here. So to run the mower deck, you're just going to pull your PTO lever up. That gets your mower running. Turn the throttle all the way up. Cut your edge. That's pretty much it for the mower deck. I just shut it off. Now, as far as the seat switch, if the mower deck is on, let me show you this. The mower deck's on. If you get up off your seat, it will shut down. It will come back though. And also you can't move without the handles in, so you're going to put your handles in. Nice feature about this is that you can actually cut and reverse without having to deal with any of the issues with safety switches. Let me turn this off. That was another great feature about zero turns in general, is that most all zero turns, when you go in reverse on a zero turn, you don't have to worry about pushing a safety switch in. You don't have to worry about anything like that, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up. We're going to move forward and backward, and that'll show you pretty much how to move this. It'll probably take you about maybe 10 minutes of run time, and then you'll get used to the zero turn. You should be good to go. So basically, bars in, pull it straight backward to go reverse. Now if you want to go left or right, you just have to kind of pull left for reverse, pull right for reverse. Going forward, just both handles forward. Now if you want to make it right, you're going to have to pull back the right handlebar and push in the left handlebar. So basically you're going to pull back on the right, push on the front, and that turns you right. When you want to make a left hand turn, you're just going to pull back your left hand, you're going to push your right hand, and that turns you left. And that's pretty much it. So when you're going forward, you just want to kind of maneuver the handles. You'll get a feel for it. And that's pretty much it. Now this is a very nice machine for the money, and I would highly recommend if you guys are looking for a zero turn. It is a little bit bigger of a mower deck, but it is fabricated. It's a 50-inch mower deck, so that's a great mower deck to have. As far as the 42-inch ZT1 that I did how to start and operate on, I like that machine because one, it's real easy to work on, and the mower deck's not too heavy to pull out. But this is a great machine. It's got a Kawasaki motor on it. Don't get me wrong, I like the Kohler KT series, the 7000 series twin cylinder engines, but the Kawasaki motor is a proven motor, and Kawasaki's tend to put more of a package together that's a little bit better in quality. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.